All right, welcome in. I do sound like a little stuffy. It sounds like I got a paperclip over my nose, but we're gonna get through it. Um, I did not like this card originally, but I really like it right now. I got some plays. I got some unders again. Just to update the record that we have so far this year. Betting I'm 18, 25, and 1, which is horrible. I'm just donating money to the books. My props are 5 and 10. So I need to figure out these props here because I apparently I'm looking at the wrong things. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get it right. And I do have a boom play. I do have a boom play for the week. So I did mention it the other week on the podcast. But that being said, we'll just hop right into it. So I got Jags. Oh, hold on. What the hell am I doing? All right, let's remove this. Okay, here we go. Jags plus 1.5 at the Bears. Over under is 44.5. Look, public is on the Bears. I'm looking at it right now. 76%. 76% of the bets make up 57% of the money. So you have sharp money on Jacksonville, right? That's big. Um, I'm considering the under here too, and I want you to think about it, right? Again, a lot of people are betting the over, and think about this, right? Jacksonville is playing better. It will be in London, right? So there is Crumpets and Tay at 9:30. I just combined English and country at the same time. I don't know. I didn't even know that was possible. But with that being said, look, anytime you have a rookie quarterback that has to go to London, it's not going to be good. Look, Jacksonville's been there 11 times. They know what they're doing. They know the routine. They're not going to be like Russell Wilson doing high knees on the airplane. None of that. So with that being said, I think Jacksonville. Look, they've got the advantage. I don't think they're 1-4 bad. I don't think they are this bad. And look, when it comes to like Chicago's defense is good. They're gonna play well. And I think Jacksonville's gonna make some turnovers, cause some turnovers. Whether that's Caleb Williams, fumbling on his ding ding and whatever. So the only problem is it is 44.5, which means 24-21 gets it beat. So 24-20. So I think I might stay, but I will play Jacksonville here. I think they have the edge here going to London and against a rookie. It's still a rookie quarterback again. We're buying high in the Bears because they've won what like two in a row. They beat up a terrible Panthers team. So I'm going with the Bears. And apparently, here's the stat too. Rookies are 0-5 straight up and against the spread when they go to London. So I don't want to be on that side. So I'm going to take Jacksonville. I think they're gonna win the game straight up. So hopefully, which means according to apparently whenever I bet something, it goes wrong and terrible. Commanders plus 6.5 at Baltimore Ravens. This line is weird. Like, okay, if you would have told me after the Commanders, again, they have the number one offense in the NFL. If you'd have told me that, like what the line I thought was going to be, I thought it'd be 3.5, 4.5, maybe 6.5. Like that is a lot. That's a lot of points for a team like this. And look, I think this could be the year. This could be the week where the Commanders get completely dump trucked. I think they're doing good, and I want you to consider this, right? Jaden Daniels has had Lamar comparisons, right? Do you know what team knows how to best stop Lamar? The Ravens. If there's a team that knows how to stop Lamar, it is the Ravens. They practice against this guy every day. Like they scheme against him all off season, just to for practices and stuff like that. They know how to play against Lamar. And with that, and again, the over under is 51.5, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Um, Lamar is 7-18 against the spread when he's a 3+ point favorite. And again, I think you're buying the Commanders. That this is the top of the market right here. Like, it can't. We can't be completing 85% of our passes every single week. Like, I we can't be doing that. I just don't understand. Right? There's it's extremely rare that there's no rookie learning curve, right? And yeah, again, like the team that knows how to beat Daniels is the Ravens. So I'm actually gonna play the Ravens here. I like that. I like the play. I think that Ravens are at home. They still need to win this game, and I think they're just gonna dump truck people. So Bucks minus 3.5 at the Saints. I believe Spencer Rattler is starting. Over under is 41.5. Why is this line 3.5? Why is it 3.5? This makes no sense. I don't understand. So you know what we have to do? We have to play the Saints. We have to play the Saints. Public is all over Bucks. If I look at here, when we look, 71% of the bets make up 78% of the money on Tampa. I believe they are the second most favorite against the spread this week. Look, I'm only betting it because it's weird. I don't why is it 3.5? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I believe they're getting Marshawn Lattimore back, which is nice. That's cool, awesome. They are at home. Would you consider this it is a home divisional dog. I consider them somewhat desperate because they've lost 2 in a row, 3 in a row now, and like Bucks are on extra rest, right? They got the 10 days because they played Thursday night, and apparently the Bucks do have a look ahead here. If you look, let me check it out here. I believe they play the Texans or Bills. Let's see, Bucks game. Who do they play next week? They play the Ravens. All right, they play the Ravens on Monday night. They're like, we got to play the Saints with a backup QB. Who cares? You know, I'm ready for the Ravens game, right? That's what they think, right? So we're going Saints. I don't want to do it. I don't want to bet this game, but I have to. I have to bet this game. And the next game is something I don't want to bet at all. Browns plus 9.5 at the Eagles. Public is on the Eagles. Sharp money is on the Eagles as well. So that's interesting. If I feel like if you had to play this game, I would only bet the Eagles. I don't think there's any shot you can bet Cleveland right here. Because like here's where I was thinking. I thought about betting the Eagles, but I don't know if I want to lay this many points. Sorry, Philly. Everyone hates Deshaun Watson. They're like the worst offense, like in terms of yards per game. They're the worst, the bottom 32nd offense in the entire league when it comes to yards per game. 240 yards per game, which is just horrible, right? Their defense is all shredded up. So if we can't stop the Eagles, and we can't move the ball. How are we scoring points, and how are we stopping people, right? So that's why it's 9.5. A little scary. I don't know. That's a little scary. So I'm gonna stay away. This next game, we're gonna be betting this game. I can't believe I'm even saying this, so that we're betting this trash. Colts plus 2.5. Oh, excuse me. Taking on the Tennessee Titans. This is a desperate home divisional dog. And 83% of the bets make up 82% of the money. So you already know what we're doing. You already know that we're betting the Titans here. I think, look, Colts cannot stop the run. Titans, what do they want to do? They want to run the ball, Pollard and Spears, right? If Anthony Richardson is playing too, I feel like I'm getting an advantage because he's still inexperienced. Like Joe Flacco can go for 4 kajillion yards, and that would actually destroy me. I'm not too fearful with that with Anthony Richardson. So look, we're just praying Will Levis does not make a stupid mistake. That's all we're praying for, right? And that's the whole cap right there. Indy's defense blows. Tennessee wants to run the ball. Don't be stupid, Will Levis. That's the whole gap right there. And again, all public is all over the Colts, and it's a home divisional dog. That's the whole cap right there. That's all I gotta say. Texans minus 6.5 at the New England Patriots. Why is it 6.5? Why is it 6.5? Look, 83% of the bets make up 83% of the money on Houston. This is the most public team this week. And why? You have Drake May now. No Nico Collins, which is nice. This is so scary. I'm gonna bet the Patriots. I'm gonna bet the Patriots. The over-under for this game is 37.5. Why is it 37.5? These are two numbers that make this line should be like 9.5, and it should be like 41.5 for the over/under. I don't, huh? Like, what am I looking at? Like, I don't get it. But we're betting the Patriots. I really can't give you football reasons why I'm going to bet the Patriots. They're going to try to run the ball. Let's see what Texans are giving up rushing yards on the ground here. They are giving up 120 yards per game on the ground. It's middle of the pack. Nothing too crazy, right? But we're gonna have to do it. We're betting Patriots, guys. I'm sorry, but we're just gonna have to do it. Next one's a great game to watch, but I'm gonna stay away. Cardinals plus 5.5 at Packers. Over under is 47.5. Look at this. I heard that the public was all over the over, right? And it is apparently not really. 74%, 73% of the money. I think this is a great game to watch. I think this number is perfectly placed. I mean, Jordan Love, like, look, besides that pick, he played good. And then, excuse me. Look, I think the Cardinals are a good team, but again, they just beat the 49ers, so everyone's like, oh, this team is good, riding high. This could be this could be an up-down spot for Cardinals. They still need to win this game, so I hope they beat the Packers. I'm praying to God they do, but I'm not going to play this game. If you force me to play it, I play the under. If you force me to play a side, I probably would go Packers. I'd probably go Packers. So, all right, here's the dumpster fire game of the week, and you already know I'm betting it. Chargers -3 at the Broncos. The over/under is 35.5. And you already know we're betting the under, boys. This is one of my favorite plays. This is one of my most confident plays. 87% of the bets make up 74% of the money to the under. Okay. I want you to think about this, right? I wrote this down, and I am so proud. I am so proud of myself. Here we go. You ready? Ready for this? Ready for this? Again, lots of money to the over. Both of these defenses are top 5 in yards per game, and they're both bottom 5 in like moving the ball on offensive yards per game. So what am I saying, right? If we look yards per game, so these teams are bottom 5 in terms of offensive yards per game. Their defenses are also top 5 in defensive yards per game. So okay, so what are we saying? What are we saying here, right? So both teams can't move the ball. Both teams have a great defense. This is going to be the ugliest game of all time. Who's getting the 7? Who's getting the 14? Who's getting the 17? Like, Chargers allow. Is this offense? Chargers score 17 points a game, and the Broncos score 19 points a game. Good for them. If we look at their defenses, how many points are allowing a game? Oh God, here we go. This is ugly. The Chargers allow 12.5 points per game. The Broncos allow 14.5 points a game. That's 1 and 2 in the league. That's number 1, number 2. So I get the top 2 defenses in terms of points playing against each other who have terrible offenses. Under all day. Under could be 14. Under. Okay, sneeze so bad. Oh, it's coming out. Oh my gosh. I thought I almost died. This is an underplay. I love this play. If this game goes over 35.5, you know what? Congratulations. Congrats. But there's no shot. I just don't believe it. Steelers -3 at Raiders. Over under 36.5. The only thing I would play is the under here. Don't even touch this game. This is gross. 11. This is interesting. 11% of the bets make up 42% of the money on the under. That's all I gotta say. So sharp money. Don't touch this game. Please don't bet that. Just don't even look at that. That's horrible. That is garbage can disgusting. Falcons -6.5 at Panthers. Look, Falcons off a big win. Apparently, Falcons are the most favorite team ever. Like publicly bet team. 90% of the bets make up 92% of the money. And I almost want to bet Panthers. So it's Panthers or pass, right? Let's be real. Everyone's like, Kirk Cousins put up 500 yards. Kirk Cousins is the best quarterback to ever exist. Carolina got blown out. And look, I don't want to bet a bad Carolina team. I really don't. And I feel like I have to bet the Panthers right now. But the problem is I'm just not going to. I'm just not. I just will not. I will not do it. I refuse to do it. So that's the whole cap right there. And again, your reward for you get blown out by the Bears, and your reward is to play the Falcons. You don't have a home field advantage because you're giving away tickets, right? So I think that's bad. So all right, guys, this is the boom play of the week. Here we go. Everyone strap in. Lions, yeah, who would have thought, right? Lions -3 at Cowboys. I said this last week. I said this will be a boom play. Maybe I said this 2 weeks ago. All right, over under is 52.5. Which, if you force me to, I'd probably bet the over. But look, excuse me. Frank Ragnow is back. Brian Branch is back, right? You have the best offensive line in the league in Detroit. Okay. You have Deron Bland is trending to play, but he's gonna be limited, right? Limited snaps, whatever, all that stuff like that. Okay. Lions are off a bye. They're pissed off from last year. You remember like the whole, wasn't eligible, all that crap. So Lions are pissed, right? Parsons is probably not gonna play. DeMarcus Lawrence is on the IR. Goff is 38-18 against the spread indoors. Okay. He is 13-3 against the spread the last 16 road games. Cowboys are bottom 2 in rushing yards per game. Okay, so like offensive rushing yards per game. So let's look at this. If the Cowboys are not going to be able to run the ball at all. They're averaging. Where is it at here? Rushing yards per game. Boop, 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 boop. They average 82 rushing yards a game. Okay, so they can't run the ball. Awesome. You can't run the ball on this team anyway, regardless. And you're going to pass it 18 billion times, which, it kind of plays into their strength. But, look, if you can't run the ball against the Lions, that's their whole thing, right? Now, I get a banged-up offensive line. I want to look at this Cowboys injury report here because I wanted to see if Zach Martin is going to play or not. No, don't care about depth chart. Boop, boop. Cowboys game. So either way, Zach Martin is injured, might not play. The rookie left tackle is hurt. And, here's Hutch again with another rookie left tackle. And let's go here, injury report. Cowboys. Okay, so Eric Kendricks is not playing. Micah Parsons is not playing either. Okay, awesome. I don't have any stats on Zach Martin as of right now. Here we go, injury report. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. These are guys that. Okay, so Malik Hooker is playing. Trayvon Diggs will play. Tyler Gutton, again, the offensive tackle, will play. Zach Martin, it was just like, okay, rest. Okay, that's fine. So, Zach Martin will play. But look, the offensive line has not been that good this year. So now you're going to be getting pressure all over that offensive line. You only have CD as your You only have CeeDee Lamb, okay, for offense. And look, defense, how are they getting pressure on the lines? This is the best offensive line in football versus who in the front seven? Look, I think their secondary is really good, especially with Trayvon coming back. Like that low-key scares me. But how are they going to stop the run? How are they going to stop the run? And how are they going to get pressure on Goff? They're going to be back there all damn day. All day. Like this is the boom play. I this could be the fan of me, but I don't see how the Lions lose this game. And like this is personal from last year, so Bengals Giants. Bengals minus 3.5 at Giants. Over under is 46.5. Here's what scares me. I want to bet the Giants, but there's no Malik Neighbors. And the Bengals can score points at will. And it's the Giants. The public is all over the Bengals too, which is just disgusting and gross. But where are they at? I don't want to do this. I feel like I have to bet this game. And it's Sunday night, whatever. Oh, they don't have the Sunday night. Yes they do. I'm just dumb. Okay, Sunday night. 84% of the bets make up 90% of the money. Yep, we're betting Giants. Okay. The defense can be had. The Bengals defense can be had. There's no Thibodeau on the Giants, so that also sucks. But you know what? We're going to bet the Giants, and we're probably going to lose. So, Giants plus 3.5. It makes no sense. I feel like the Bengals should be favored by like 4.5 or 5.5. So, this is also, I love this play here too. Bills minus 2.5 at Jets. Over-under is 40.5. Monday Night Football. Desperate. Home divisional dog. Line looks weird. Again, this is Drunk Guy at the Sportsbook. I get the Bills minus only laying 2.5 against the Jets that just fired their coach. Look, Bills defense is not that good. What is I gonna say? Saleh gets fired, right? Their defense is still really good. It's gonna be good. Their offense can't really be worse than what it was. They had one good game. Outside of that, it looked kind of dry. I think it's gonna be more ground and pound. The guy that they got is Tennessee background. Be running the ball, and then running the ball again. So look, I think this is all a Jet spot. I think this is a get right. They have to win this game. If they don't win this game, their season's over. And they need this game. So look, in terms of here we go. In terms of props, I got Dak over yards. I haven't even looked at it. That's how that is how positive I am about that one. There we go. Come on. Passing props, here we go. Over 282 yards. Okay. I'm still gonna play it though. That's a lot of points, yards, but whatever. And I want to see the rushing props for David Montgomery. I feel like he's going to get a lot of carries. Over 56.5. Yeah, okay. Monty over rushing yards. Over 56.5. And let's pick a third prop here because I haven't looked exactly at all these props. Let's go to game. I feel like that Baltimore-Washington game might be really high scoring. I want to see what the odds are for anyone to score a touchdown. Zay Flowers anytime touchdown is plus 125. Lamar anytime touchdown is plus 145. Let's go Lamar touchdown anytime plus 145. So all right, here's the card. I want to make sure I get this right here. So we're gonna go flip. We're gonna flip play by play. I got Jags plus 1.5. I don't know if I want to bet the Ravens here. No, okay. We're gonna bet the Ravens. So Jags plus 1.5. Ravens minus 6.5. We have the Saints plus 3.5. We have, we check here. Titans minus 2.5. Pats plus 6.5. We have Broncos, Chargers under 35.5. We have Lions, the boom play, minus 3. We have Giants plus 3.5. We have Jets plus 2.5. Props are Dak over yards, Monty over rushing yards, and Lamar anytime touchdown. So hopefully this card does better. A little sick, under the weather. So that being said, hey, go make some money.